Hello, good morning. Well, good morning to you. I'm recording this in the evening, as you can tell. Um, Folks, I just wanted to do a little introduction to your lesson and mention what we're looking at here, formal and informal language. So, as we talk about spoken language in general, one of the important things is to be able to distinguish between more formal and less formal language. This has a lot to do with the context. Again, I'm going back to some of the language that we have looked at in your spoken language glossary. Okay, so when we talk about context, we're talking about the situation that you're in. So if you're speaking with your teacher, that is a more formal context or situation. And therefore, you're likely to choose more formal vocabulary. Okay, you're not going to say dude. Maybe you don't say that anyway. Okay, but you might not say some of the words that you would use with your friends. Okay, and I'm not talking necessarily about bad words. Hopefully, you don't use those at all. Okay, but those would be really to the extreme in the informal sense. Okay, but there's a whole range, a whole spectrum from very, very informal to very, very formal. Okay, and you're going to do a little bit of practice sort of identifying where words fall on that range and coming up with some words to fit along that spectrum. Okay, so let's take a look. This is the work that we'll post for you tomorrow. Step one is complete the formal and informal language worksheet. You can submit a photo of your handwritten work. Oops, I'll edit that in your English notebook or an edited electronic document. Okay, so you can take this, make a copy of it, edit it directly on there, or you can write it in your notebook, take a photo, and upload. Okay, either way is fine. So let's take a look at that booklet. Now, it says fill in the blanks using the word bank below. Okay, so formal words are in this column. Okay, and you'll notice some gaps. Informal words, and then slang is very informal. Okay, and so you have a word bank down here to choose from. Okay, some of these words may be familiar to you and some not so much. Okay, look them up if you have to, please. Now, in the first row here, okay, spectacles is very formal to the point that most of you, my guess is, probably would not use the word spectacles. Okay, there's another name for them that you would use. Okay, and if you were being very informal, you might call them specs. Okay, of course, the word that belongs here is glasses. Okay, now you might be more specific. There are other words for them, of course, but glasses is informal and common usage. Okay, I won't do any more. I think you guys are capable of doing this very easily. So work your way through these. It's just a little bit of practice and to refresh your memory. Okay, I'll give you an important word here that I'd like you to remember, or try to remember. When we talk about where a word falls in this range from formal to very informal, okay, we're talking about the register of the speaker. Okay, the speaker's register is how formal or informal their language is. If you can work that into a discussion, if you can work that into your writing, okay, we are going to be analyzing or looking closely at and breaking down the speeches of different people later in this term, okay, actually quite soon. And I'd like you to be able to say that the speaker is using a very formal or informal register, for example. Okay, and you're going to be using that language when you get to the GCSE level. Okay, so that's the first part of the task. I don't think it will take you very long. Okay, when you get to the second part of the task, it says watch the video of the Aussiest interview ever. Okay, I found this pretty funny. I hope you will too. Okay, I suggest turning on the subtitles. Okay, so I'm going to open this video and
Oh, well, it's really quite funny. Oh,
Okay, this man is going to start talking. Close that. Now, I put on the subtitles. Okay, you can find them just here, and it will make it much easier for some of you to understand what he's saying. Okay, so I want you to listen to it once first and see what you can pick out. And then your task here is to make a list of as many informal or slang words or phrases as you can. Okay, informal or slang. Um, at least five shouldn't be a problem. Okay, next to each item, write a more formal word or phrase with the same meaning. Okay, then you're going to upload these answers too. If you want to include them in the same document as part one here, that's fine. Okay, and then I'm going to mark your work very simply in this way. Okay, if you've done an accurate and thoroughly completed piece of work, it is going to earn 10. If it's accurate and complete, but you haven't really gone the extra mile, we're looking at an 8, and a 6 is mostly accurate and mostly complete, although maybe some errors. Okay, hopefully we won't need any other marks. Okay, so good luck with that. If you have any questions, please let me know, and have a nice day.